Here's the thing about VA claims. Your MOS or occupation title alone doesn't tell the story. Saying I was an 11 Bravo or I was in field artillery might mean something to you or another veteran, but to a CMP examiner who's often never served a day in their uniform, it means absolutely nothing. To them, 11 Bravo might as well be a model number for a vaccine figure. That's why you've got to paint a vivid picture of what your body endured. Instead of saying I was infantry, say I carried 80 pounds of gear on my back, humped 15 miles at a time in boots, not designed for comfort, across uneven terrain while sleep deprived, and did it week after week after week. That's a very different image, and it suddenly makes your sense, and suddenly makes sense why your knees, hips, and back look the way they do today. Don't just say, I was in artillery. Explain it. I lifted 95-pound rounds repeatedly, loaded cannons, stood on concrete in every kind of weather, and did it for hours at a time while exposed to constant concussive blasts. Now the examiner starts to understand why you've got back problems, why you have hearing loss, and maybe a shoulder that doesn't rotate anymore. Remember, these examiners were not there. They didn't hump the ruck. They didn't jump out of the planes. They didn't drag a howitzer shell through the mud. If you don't spell it out for them, they're going to assume your military job was about as physically demanding as, say, sitting in a swivel chair. And don't be afraid to add some details that drive home the culture too. For example, explain that in your unit, complaining about pain was the fastest way to get labeled weak, so you just kept pushing through. That adds context to your why, and why your records are silent, but your body's screaming now, right? So what I want you to do is write a strong personal statement, and be detailed, be vivid. Don't assume they know what your service was like. Your job is to teach them through your story, and if you don't, they're going to fill in the blanks for you. And trust me, that usually does not end in your favor.